Torque versus Garage.
Welcome to NICC Sports Broadcast. Today we have... So I am actually going to be commentating over Hearthstone this Nationals, and my good friend Kaden got in pretty far. Right now we're looking at Caldwell because there's a mechanical Divine Shield, which negates. Right, so if one minion hits another minion, deal damage. Normally, you don't want to have things you have access to free energy. He is this new thing that popped up on the side. That is a weapon that goes in air. So in this case, it makes other than giving power to punch something with once a turn. It makes something else do its end of turn effect. So when a minion has something to do, then it will do that again. Working with cards that say aura on them at the end of trigger. This is one of the more beginner ones here, or this card is, but basically it just makes something you have destruction with your card effects. Yeah. Like we are going to be playing that aura too. Together in his hand. They were next to each other. And make this new card, which is a bigger version. Goes and grabs one. And it's a spell that gives him more energy to work with on his turn. The opponent is Warrior. Gives him 2 armor every turn and pay 2 energy. Or something like 1 war.
But we fight.
I'm timeless, but you're up.
His enemy is currently trying to do everything this power off of the board because his opponent only has 12 health, which is what the and this is the power on something. If it hits a minion, the minion gets to deal damage with as much as that. But his couple of interesting effects. So And it looks like a pretty fast game. I'm pretty sure they were pretty confident in this. Take a small cut while we get. Welcome back, everybody.
I'm furious.
Deck with the character. He has to change his deck. He can't go back over here because you know, they don't just want to ruin everything else for everyone. It's very standard for what Hearthstone likes to do. I haven't seen this one very often, but from what I can tell, you're gonna throw down guys. Time to want to buff them up here, using certain spells or other. Like, for example, this elemental. There's another guy that says it's an elemental. Really in its favor, like, quite a bit. Is this egg. Do it. In this case, this egg says 4 power, 4 toughness, or in this case 4 health. At 0 you lose, kind of thing. That's what the red his opponent. To be used. Heavily in Kaden's favor, but he kinda has to take his time with this. Turn 6 here. I'm sure something could go entirely wrong. And his ability to control his opponent's board is also another highlight here. His opponent is just left with 1 strength here. And yep. His opponent's trying to put down minions. Trying to get a slow on the board state so he can get back into control. Willing to give too much up for his opponent to.
I'll handle this.
In this case, what a lot of people say going face or like health. prepared little guys just to try and control the board. Doesn't allow him to continue to have these. He just might get except for his own stuff. His opponent, I do believe, is in kind of a pickle here. It does win
Won't
turn 6
be
with the
long
sports
now.
stage. Get to see Kaden hover the totem off lethal on his opponent.
Consider this careful.
Once again, the winning state here is Kaden's favor. It's gonna be really hard. Oh, and it looks like Kaden actually is gonna make up the damage. Turn 2 there actually. I do believe in his favor, and that is actually snap. Nope. Getting some reports that there is another 5. All right, they probably did want this last one. Welcome back to the broadcast. Not quite. It has a record of coming back from these situations, so we're kind of goal here. We're a little bit concerned how the power is gonna go. Running a deck that a bunch of big guys. It looks like he's gonna try and control the board until middle. Both sides are actually playing deck.
What horror will hatch?
And it looks like this minion actually is his opponent. You know, the thing that gives him damage to deal. Aiden's gonna kind of be looking around to see what he can do with what he just. And the coin gives him 1 extra energy on any turn. I think there's a strong consideration in its favor. And the peddler that keeps hovering.
What pretty petal!
Another minion. And in this case, it actually has a little guy that he just played in the same. The opponent has to do everything. Power to start. That's a large card commitment. The opponent just. And it looks like back into his favor here. He is also going to get an extra little bit of 5 damage.
Brace yourself for destruction.
The raise being won by Kaden really quick. Back. Which is absolutely fair. Opponent is at 23 life, he's at 22. No. Damage as possible on the other person. Set up for a later turn. This card has spell from your opponent, which are just not creature cards. As like this is a creature, right? This guy could totally back into that. Something says do 4 damage to a minion on that. It looks like Kaden's actually in an excellent position. Hard because his opponent does have this air taunt, means it has attacked before. And Battle Cry, which is an damage minion, you know, just on the field between both. So, or there was one at the time. This thing right here, which is not a guy.
Perhaps this.
It's like a. Looks like Kaden is going to get a chance here to swing it.
It's running out.
That little person that he just played makes it harder for his opponent. His opponent's spells cost 1 more for this turn. Blown up or not later. There's a keyword on this. Poisonous means destroys all minions their damage. 1 damage to his opponent, no matter how much health or his opponent's. It will blow up that minion. His opponent can take this card doesn't immediately go away from this. If it would die, you know, bring it back with 1 health, right? Throw this thing at something that's like really big, right? And it does 1 damage to that thing, and then back as a power 1. Here, it's gonna die in the process, but now it's gonna come back. Matter anymore? Because the game has already seen that it's died once. Yeah, Kaden is doing a really good job of keeping just all of the things going on right now. His opponent is kind of... Oof. And it looks like Kaden does have the ability to win in hand. Armor here. Kaden is in a really has not swung back in his opponent's favor since turn 3 or so. His opponent has a lot of energy to do with though, so the opponent needs
Draws near.
what we see here. The minion with taunt. But it looks like Kaden is attack as soon as it comes down, and not something you can normally do with a guy. It doesn't matter about anything else the card says. It's 6 damage. This is actually the hit. And NICC wins another. And I do believe that completely this time. They thought the last time was a little bit of a... But, anyone... Thank you for tuning in. Looks like, turned out, if I had to guess. But, I... Instead of break. shout out to SLCC against us, Cougar eSports. Yeah, I'm gonna move to the end of the stream here. And yeah, have a great evening.